Hey, we're off to the
San Diego Crew Classic.
yeah.
Early in the morning.
This is the story of Whitehall Rowing and Sail. I'm Harold Aune. Marie Hutchinson and I started building Whitehall Spirit rowboats over 30 years ago. These classics are handmade in teak, bronze, and fiberglass and built to last 100 years. We also build rowing boats in maintenance-free space-age thermoplastic, and the Oar Board Rower that converts a paddleboard into a high-performance rowboat that stores in the apartment and travels as luggage. Join us in the shop, the office, on the road, and on the water as we revolutionize the sport of rowing. Woo-hoo! If you like our content, please like and subscribe. Your comments are welcome.
Harold, Diana, and myself decided to go down to the San Diego Crew Classic to make new friends and really give back to the rowing community. What a thrill to watch some great flat water racers. There were great junior racers, some great college racers, and really get to know the parents, the volunteers, and the fans and the people who are also at this regatta. I had the opportunity to hop in a boat with a bunch of old seasoned rowers. We call ourselves Masters Rowers. We raced the Masters D race, finished in a venerable third place. Part of the fun at being an event in a regatta like this are the social engagements. Here we are at a tent where we're celebrating some of the great founders and the great volunteers and administrators who have supported this regatta and keep this regatta going year after year. Part of the joy of coming to a regatta is to reconnect with old friends as well as meeting new friends.
That's crazy. Very good. You're less likely
Austin Hendrickson is a great rowing influencer at 6'8" tall. He is a large human that wants to make rowing more accessible to more people. It was a thrill to connect with him because our goals and values align. We want to get more people rowing, even if you've never been in a rowboat before.
Alright, what do you think, Austin?
It's fun!
Awesome.
This makes rowing so accessible for anyone.
It really does.
And it was really easy to just strap in, and obviously it's a lot more stable than like the traditional rowing shell too, so you don't feel like you have to balance yourself as much.
super cool. How great of a design that seat is. Oh, that's amazing. Isn't that yours?
I'm sitting alongside fellow Olympian Adam Krieg, best-selling author, transatlantic rower, and Oar Board ambassador. So tell me a little bit about Oar Board. What does that mean?
Well, Oar Board is all about fun. Oar Board is about staying fit, staying active into the golden and best years of your life. It's about getting out there and being adventurous. You know, what I love about these boats, I've got 3 young kids. I throw them on these boats. We go camping, we go fishing, we throw some crab traps off the side, we go playing in the waves, we go messing about. You know, if you're all about going fast, don't go in these boats. If you're all about messing around in boats, having a good time, having a good piece of equipment for your lake house, for your sailboat, for, you know, wherever you want to go on the beach and have some fun, these boats are great.
I know that I've seen that you can basically pack them and carry them onto an airplane, you know, so you can, wherever you like to go, wherever you want to row, this is a way to keep rowing. You can't put your single in the overhead compartment, let alone in the cargo hold.
Yeah,
so.
no ma'am. Yeah, rowing an oar board is the gateway drug to flat water racing.
Well, and with coastal rowing growing, you know,
true.
so.
Yeah, it's so true. Yeah, so we're getting ready for an oar board race. We're at 1:16, so racers on the water, if you can hear me, we've got 4 minutes to the oar board start, 4 minutes to the start. What we're having is a bit of a acrobatic rowboat race. The goal of this race is to row down to the other end of the finish line, but before you get to the other end of the finish line, you have to cross over the buoys once. The rowers can choose when they cross over the buoy line. Once you get to the other side of the start line buoys, you turn around and start heading back towards the beach. On your way back towards the beach, you have to then cross the buoy line one more time. And once you get to the beach, you have to row your oar board, beach it on the beach, run off and give Diana Legier, there she is, giving us a big wave, giving her a big high five. Yeah, big high five. And that's the nature of the race. We've got a number of amazing athletes here taking part of this. I'll give you a quick overview. We've got David Miege, and he's a cattle farmer. Yeah, every good rowing race needs a cattle farmer. He's been a rancher for 50 years. He's an organic beef farmer from Salmon Arm, BC. Also a Pan Am Games medalist, 1991. Shook the hand of Fidel Castro. That's David Miege. We've also got in the double Ed Ives and his forever never wife. Kelly Johnson, two lovebirds. They actually had their first kiss in a rowboat, if you can believe that. But Kelly Johnson, what a wonderful athlete. She went to Western Washington University, rows at Lake Washington Rowing Club. She was the first woman in the 748. What an accomplishment. She's also big in the sound rowers. Ed is an Olympic silver medalist, Pan Am Games gold medalist, an inline skater who also rode his rollerblades from the south of California all the way up to Western Washington. We've got 2 minutes to start, everybody. 2 minutes to start. We've got Eamon Glavin, who's a YouTube star. For those of you kids who like YouTube and Instagram, I fell in love with Eamon when I saw his work of art, The Regatta of Death. If you haven't seen it, it's about the Regatta Lucerne, the final last chance qualifier for the Olympics, the Regatta of Death. Absolutely incredible. This kid rowed at Duke and Trinity College Dublin, a great content creator and one of the biggest rowing nerds you have ever met. So that's Eamon. We've also got Natalie Foster rounding it out in the pink boat. She's from Oakland Strokes, got to know her through Allison Ray, who worked closely with my former coach, Mike Spracklin. She's a national junior champion at the Oakland Strokes, passing on, wisdom to the next generation, to juniors, and she's a sculling lover. Sculling, she says, is the purest form of rowing, and she hates sweeping. She finds it a barbaric act. So for all you sweepers out there, you're barbarians. Learn how to sweep, balance out that body. That's why learn how to scull, balance out that body for life.
I heard that slip of the tongue.
Yes. I like sweeping.
I'm convincing myself that I'm not a sweeper.
So we've got 1 minute to start. 1 minute to start. I'm going to be doing the race call here.
I'm going to be quiet and watch this.
Yeah, you're going to watch.
It's going to be a ton of fun.
1 minute to start. I'll start doing a countdown. I'll pull the boats. Let's get into alignment. So rowers, get ready. So we've got Kelly and Ed. I'm polling you. You're looking great, Kelly. Ed, you're okay. Then in the yellow boat, we've got Gavin. There he's all slapping his legs. Yeah, whooping. Give it a cheer. Give Gavin, give Eamon Glavin a big cheer, people. And we've got sitting beside him Natalie Foster. There she is, looking great. She's going to scull. And we've got the cattle farmer. There he is, David Mijay, sitting in the green boat, ready to go. And we've got, and I forgot this guy, Igor Baraska in the red boat, Olympic bronze in the 8. We'll talk more about him. You're looking great, Igor. I had a great row with him in Croatia many moons ago. So rowers, are you ready? Attention! Row! 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 Give her, give her, give her, give her, give her! So here we have Ed and Kelly got a quick start. How are they going to cross back over the buoys? They're a little bit off course. And here we've got a little bit of a dance. Igor's looking to be the first guy to cross the buoy. Igor's looking great. What a great rower. Rode for Brown University. Good friend with classic Olympian Zito Mueller. We see him on social media. Oh, we got another crossover. Nicole Foster. She's ready to be the barbarian, taking it to David Migay. Stay out of the way. Okay, we've got Eamon crossing and forward. And there we've got David on the other side. All rowers have crossed over except for the forever never married Kelly and Ed, lovers for life, partners in the boat and off the water. Yeah, what a love story. I love a good love story. We got Igor Baraska in the lead. He's ready for the crossover. I don't know if there's anyone else who's going to challenge him for the first place prize. His last step is to ram onto the beach and run up and give Diana a high five. In the next, I think we've got Eamon Glavin. What do you see, Lindsay?
I think that's what I see, except with the hood up. He can't see quite behind himself. However, it does look like Igor had the best plan. He knew exactly where his high five person was. He's making a beeline for her.
He is. Igor Baraska from Croatia, winning the rowboat race on the oar board. What a gentleman. Then we've got Eamon Gavin to the beach first. Is he going to beat the dairy farmer? No, the cattle farmer. I think he is. There he is, sprinting up. There we go. In second place, Eamon Glavin. And then we've got Mr. Miedge. There we go. You want organic beef? Talk to that man. Look at his muscles. You can tell he eats beef. And there we got Miss Foster. What a champion. She's amazing. And even though they had the false start, they had the head start. You know what? Love is grand, but love can sometimes slow you down. Well, we know this. Rowing is a love story. You know, there's so many people who fall in love with the sport of rowing, either as racers, as referees, as umpires, as volunteers, as parents. And the goal of a piece of equipment like the oar board is to spread the love of rowing, introduce more people to the sport. What I love about this is it's really great, the Freedom Rows USA. And what I love about Freedom Rows is the values really align with what we're trying to accomplish here with Oar Board. See, how do we make the sport more inclusive? How do we make sure that more people can row? How do we get more people fit, having fun, and being adventurous on the water?
Diana is the go-to person at Oar Board. Yeah. She actually came up with the name originally. We've known each other for years. She's an avid rower, and not quite like Adam here. She didn't go crowing across the Atlantic yet.
But she did take my butt in a race. Yes, she did. We raced from Port Townsend to Victoria, and Diana, and what was his name?
Peter Vogel.
Yeah, they beat myself and Dom, 2 Olympic gold medalists. They caught the current. That's my excuse.
Well, it was only a 36 nautical mile race.
No, I think it's the knowing to
With
train long distance instead of 2K training.
Yeah.
They gave her. It was like the turtle in the hare. We caught off and passed.
Yeah.
Well, at the beginning of the race, there was like a 6-foot chop, and it was a bit of a beat to get out of Port Townsend
Yeah.
heading across.
Yeah.
One to
Here we go. I want to zoom in on D. Tell us a story. What do you love about rowing?
I love the adventures we get to go on, and we're always doing something so exciting and fun here at Oar Board. We've done things from rowing the Vogalonga in Venice, Italy, 30 kilometers through the Venice canals. We've done adventures camping on the West Coast, touring through Hawaii, rowing with dolphins. The list just goes on, and it's been so much fun, so much adventure, and one of the best jobs on earth.
Well, you used to be a waitress, right?
Yeah, I served and bartended for years, so.
Yeah, so you're a server and a bartender, and I'm curious about the origin story. How did you meet Harold? Because Harold used to always go to Swan's Pub or something.
Yeah, he's a regular there and convinced me to get out rowing with Whitehall, and that's how it all started.
That was like
22 years ago.
Yeah. Time flies when you're having fun.
Oh, so you start 22 years ago, you're at the pub. Tell me the conversation again.
He just said, you gotta come try rowing, trying to convince me to come out there. So we started, I had to get him out early. I'd work till 2:33 in the morning. We'd go out at 8 before he started work. And he couldn't believe I'd get up after working that time. I just fell in love with it right away. So we were going out 2-3 mornings a week, and that was just our routine. After quite a while, I got a little bit more involved with Whitehall. Leading up to probably about 10 years later, I actually got the opportunity to go to California, Los Angeles, Marina del Rey, and open up a Whitehall rowing club there. So I was there for a year doing that. Super exciting, awesome experience. Such a neat way to introduce the Whitehalls to California.
Yep. And while she was gone, we developed the first prototypes of the Oar Board. When she came back, that was it. And we're standing on the dock one day, and we were saying, what should we call this thing? And we were coming up with rowboard, blah, blah, blah. And she says, it's the Oar Board! And that stayed.
That's been the name ever since.
Yeah.
And it's been pretty much a blast. We've shipped it out over 60 countries, and we're just having adventures every day. Right down to our first ever Oar Board race yesterday here in San Diego Crew Classic. Just a blast.
Well, it's pretty good. And you love doing other adventures off the Oar Board, too. You love climbing mountains, skiing, hiking. Tell us a little bit about that, too.
Yeah, hiking's a big love of mine. I've made a goal of getting up to Mount Kilimanjaro. It took me a couple tries to get to Africa and get it done, but it's the first time I actually got to Africa. I hiked Mount Kilimanjaro, had an awesome experience doing that, and traveling and adventure traveling is kind of my huge passion, so getting to do that for work now is pretty awesome. I started downhill skiing in my 40s, which is probably not the recommended time in your life, but that's been a blast as well, and I do a lot of traveling with skiing in the winter. Usually I'll bring the Oar Board along and do some snowboarding on the Oar Board, which has also been a lot of fun.
Snow Oar boarding.
Yeah,
Snowboarding.
Yeah. It gets a lot of attention.
Here we are on the beach at San Diego Crew Classic.
I'm David, and I'm stoked to support the mission of making more fun, bringing more fun to rowing.
Absolutely. Sure it's that.
I think that we have.
You're with Crew Lab.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We're making a fun training platform for athletes, and coaches have so much to do. They're expected to be everywhere and to know everything.
Absolutely.
And we want to make that possible. That's what we're about.
Brilliant. Okay.
Two oldest rowing clubs in San Diego. SDRC, which started in 1988,
right.
and SLAC, which started in 1892.
Buddies have known each other forever, but it's always good to hang out.
We don't do this enough.
No.
Yeah.
Well, should we call it a wrap?
I think so.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Boat show is all over. Actually, you can't say boat show.
No, you still always call everything boat show.
Yeah.
This is a rowing regatta.
The rowing regatta is all over.
Well, that's a wrap. Had a great time at the Crew Classic. Love that I can carry my inflatable board on my back, the rigger and the oars in the roller bag, heading off to the airport, off to another adventure.
Here we are, back from the San Diego Crew Classic. It's great to be home. Join us again for the next episode where we get into some more exciting adventures. A world of adventure awaits you. Please like, subscribe, and follow.
standing like this. But I slipped. There we go.
Right here, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. This is YouTube. This is real life.
So here we are at the San Diego Classic.
Crew Classic 50th anniversary.
Now let's do it again.
You have a different vision.
I have a different vision.
Let's put this in. Let's put this conversation in.